Hello, thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 136. I am Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina, and we're going to talk about what went down this week, which includes agenda trade show, a lot of shoe talk, dudes skating in new stuff. Atlantic Drift just dropped. Chris Cole came out with a banging. So to start us off, Mike, let's chat about the new Atlantic Drift, episode 6 in San Francisco. That's the freshest on our minds because it was just released about probably like an hour ago this morning on Thrasher. I know you watched it, so what did you think?
I think that it was tight. I think that it's like we've definitely grown accustomed to seeing these Atlantic Drift dudes, and like we're definitely at a point where like we get hyped to see these videos coming out, you know?
Yeah.
As far as this one, in comparison to the rest, I think that it was definitely like I was definitely like less excited about this one than I had been for ones in the past, specifically like the hippie jump one or like I don't know, like what was it, like a Barcelona one, right?
It wasn't Barcelona. There's one in maybe one where they skate that one spot the whole time in Europe.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
London. I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember either. But those ones are the ones that like stand out to me. Especially, what was the edit where Tom Knox was doing like the flip tricks before skating the stairs?
Yeah. That's
the one that like
first episode or so.
Okay, yeah. And like, I'm not saying that this one was weak by any means, but I'm just saying there was a lot more B-roll and a lot more just like candid stuff than there was of like skate tricks in comparison to the previous 5 episodes of Atlantic Drift. That's really only like gripe I would have, so to speak. But I mean, anytime we get to see Tom Knox, I get hyped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The gap, like the Kyron Davis gap front nose to fakie was insane. That was like my favorite trick from the whole edit, probably. Just because that's really hard, man. Gapping out to a front nose is like not easy to balance at all. It's so easy to shoot out of that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. And the front nose is like, it's one of those tricks that like just like aesthetically looks good to me.
Yeah,
it's like a back tail, you know. It just looks good to me. I don't know. I like to see people going backwards. You know what I mean? I just think it looks sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
For me, just like you were saying, pretty much both of us are big fans of Atlantic Drift and the whole series, just because they put out consistently like super good videos. So I was psyched the new one was coming out. I knew that this trip was a few months ago, so I figured it'd be coming out soon. And there was like a lot of spots that look hard to skate. That over rail into the bank, someone kickflipped. I don't remember who. Kyron did that crazy, I think it was a melon or some sort of grab into a crusty bank. And then Tom Knox's line at Black Rock was so sick when he was fakie flipping down the hill at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought that was super tight. He's kind of like tying in what we see on Instagram of dudes skating there a lot and just do the same trick going down that hill, just like the dime challenge or whatever.
Yeah, fakie flips are like, that's a tough
one. That's a gnarly one, dude. That's an easy one to get folded on going down the hill. So that was super cool. And then, I mean, it's pretty easy to say that an ender stands out too, but I have to say it because the back-to-back, like the switch front wall ride hippie jump with the pole on the wall thing was crazy. And then the dude got his back with that wall ride and then ollies over, kind of jams down the wall back into the bank. Was so sick.
Yeah, that was insane.
I also really liked, I think, was it Casper that had a clip, and then Tom when they were skating the Pier 7, how it's knobbed, and they're like 50-50, and then a trick. Like Tom did 50-50, and then back 180 switch 50, I think, or back 180 nose grind.
You didn't like the first line where he gets towed in, does the trick, and then
that was tight.
That was awesome, dude. What?
It was super cool, like having the film around there, and they're on the bike.
We got a Duffman clip too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we got some new drifters. Duff was in there, which was sick.
What do you got?
I loved it.
Early grab thingy or something, or what do you do? A Wally?
I remember they showed him. Did he ollie over that rail? I remember they showed him slam on that. Like went to ollie over a bar and he clipped. I don't remember if he did it and then hit another clip. I don't remember what it was.
Me either.
Just one or two, but it's tight that he's in there with those dudes. That's super rad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just as psyched on it as any other, but I hear what you're saying, that some other episodes stood out to you a little more maybe.
The hippie jump one the most.
That one is just insane.
Wicked. It's just like,
that one
holy
is so
shit. The stuff that goes down in there is just kind of absurd.
Yeah. Mike Arnold tossed a crazy hippie jump in this one, that switch hippie jump where he went like around that tree branch thingy.
Yeah, definitely. Wasn't there two of them?
Yeah, there was another one.
Yeah, somebody gets his back. Yeah, totally.
Man, I think at this point, pretty much Mike Arnold's like king of the hippie jump.
Yeah, he's nasty. Is he the one that did that one that like popped, like shoot out the bottom and then came back under his feet? You know what I'm talking about? The one that like looped under that little thing and like came like almost vertically back on up.
I don't remember.
I know you know the clip.
No, I'm sure I do, but I feel like in the hippie jump episode, there's a lot of those where they'll like hit a sign or something and like.
No, it was like under this little. Fuck! It's so hard to explain hippie jumps, dude.
Yeah. Well, he did the one like through the phone call booth, whatever.
Yeah, and then it literally like the hippie jump, like the board like shoots back through, like it like shoots through this thing and like almost comes out vertically while he like jumps back onto it.
I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know.
I hate that you don't know what clip I'm talking about because I know. No, I just know that you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But I mean, the one through the telephone booth is like one of the gnarliest. I don't even know you can try
Chris Cole, man. Chris Cole's wild.
Why you want to chat about his banging?
I don't know. I just saw the clip from his bang, and that's wild.
Which one? Backtail big flip?
The switch frontside flip late front shove.
Oh, that was crazy.
Like, what's going on with these late shoves, dude? These dudes are making real hard tricks, man.
It's cool. He posted that on his Instagram. I'm guessing that's where he just saw it right now.
Yeah, I just
a little story about how he did it when he was 16 in his sponsor me tape. So he wanted to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch his banging this morning?
Yeah, it's really good. You already know how I feel about Chris Cole, dude. I love that guy.
He's definitely one of those dudes that I feel like you could.
I'm always gonna watch Chris Cole.
Tell him a trick, and he could figure it out. Like he could do anything.
And I'm always gonna watch his shit.
Yeah.
Like always.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. I wonder how old this Corey footage is that Crail Tap posted.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was pretty surprised though. Back to Chris Cole's banging this morning when I watched it, I didn't know it was gonna be a minute. It was like kind of a lot of footage for banging. It was sick. What was the other thing? Oh, he did like a nollie backside big flip, like a nollie hard flip 180 on the A-frame too. That was wild. And then
he's that dude. Like you just said, he literally has every trick. Man.
Yeah, Rick flip down the 4 block was just a bug.
Yeah, he's a freak for that. That's real hard.
Crazy. And then one thing I noticed, I mean, obviously ever since Chris has been off DC, he's pretty much been skating in vans, like they call walkers a lot. And then recently I thought I saw him in strays on Instagram, but I wasn't positive. But in his banging, you could tell that he's skating in strays in some of the footage. And we've seen him and Jamie together a couple times recently on social media. So I don't know. Do you think he's getting on stray, Mike, or do you think they're just hooking him up for the time
I think
being?
he's just wearing. Yeah, I think he's just wearing shoes.
Okay. Do you have any idea where you think he'll end up?
I think him on Vans or him on stray seem to fit.
Yeah, I think it fits, but I feel like if he was going to get on Vans, it would have happened by now.
I agree.
Unless it's some sort of budget thing. But if he was going to get on Vans, because that was what he first got when DC ended. So I feel like if him and Vans were trying to work something out, then he wouldn't have started to wear strays.
I agree.
So I don't think Vans is going to happen. I think he maybe could end up being on stray.
Stray's team is fucking rad, and it seems like
a cool team.
It seems like they're legitimately trying to make moves to be like a solidified brand too, because of the whole like Zoomies 500 bullshit that they're going to, and like I don't know.
What's the Zoomies 500?
It's where I know you've been on social media and you see everybody.
The 100K.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. What did I say?
Oh, okay. 500? You said 500. Oh, I thought it was something else. I was like, what is that?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not very well versed in the world of Zoomies.
Yeah. They definitely picked up some big names.
I will say one thing though. That's Zoom. What is it called? Zoomies 100K.
Yeah.
That shit looks awesome.
It looks like a good time.
It seems like what's funny is it seems like the skate industry as a whole, they swapped out agenda this year for that.
What do you mean?
Like, it seems like nobody really cared about agenda, but everybody and their fucking mom is at this Zoomies 100K right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Do you not agree or do you disagree?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I wouldn't say I agree. I mean, maybe. Do you think? Are you saying there was like less hype around agenda?
I don't think there was any hype around agenda. What was revealed from agenda? What big news came from agenda this year?
Yeah, there was nothing huge.
Absolutely fucking nothing, dude. No random promo.
No, someone went pro. Who was it?
God, I don't
Johnson for Darkstar.
Oh, sorry, I've never even heard of that.
Line. But yeah, other than that, I saw Transworld's article. It was like,
yeah, no shit. Being that just within a few years, we've seen people get pro boards. We've seen people do like pro shoes. We've seen just like a lot of stuff come from agenda, whether it be like new models, new stuff for the new season, pro announcements. Like, it was like a huge deal. You know what I mean? Like, this year, it was like swept under the rug. Like,
yeah, I think it was maybe a little quieter because there wasn't any huge announcement.
I'll tell you right now, from an outsider perspective, people from outside of California, we get hyped to hear about agenda and shit and see all the pictures from it. And like, I don't fucking know where any of that stuff was this year.
Yeah. But I mean, I think 100K is kind of like this big every year, though.
I don't remember it being this big last year at all.
I do, to be honest.
Nike, Converse, like
those dudes are always out there every year.
I don't remember that shit.
They send all their dudes out there to snowboard and hang out for 2 days.
That's crazy.
And listen to Lil Uzi Vert perform.
That guy sucks.
But you know what I do want to see? I saw like they had like a panel interview type thing. Like there's
with Jim. Yeah,
Jim, Tori Pudwell was up there. John Wilson, a few other dudes. I want to see if I want to listen to that somehow, but I don't know if that's gonna be put on the internet. But I hope.
Probably not.
Yeah, but it would be sick to listen to.
Yeah.
I always like listening to Tori. Tori's super cool. Actually, he was on the most recent 9 Club Experience, which we haven't talked about here at all. Is now free from donations and everyone paying $1 each week to buy the first 11 or 12 episodes that they sold. So those are now all up on YouTube. I would highly recommend checking them out, especially the new one with Tori is so funny. I think Tori's just a super cool guy to listen to. His funny stories always. Did you check that out, Mike?
No.
I know we haven't really talked about that at all. It's a sick one. You know what's super cool is they talk about the flat bar frenzy. Mm-hmm. They talk about, it's in Venice. He does that gap to 50 on that curved rail in the sand at a playground. Mm-hmm. They talk about that, and it's so crazy hearing him about that. He said he skates, I think the normal trucks he skates for the 5.0 Ventures, like the smallest ones you can get. And then he normally skates those. He got like 159 indies or something at a shop, and some big, I think he said small wheels, like coffee cruisers. So really soft wheels and really big trucks, because he wanted big trucks to be able to walk into that rail easier, just like get on. And the story of like just him talking about trying that and switching out his setup to go there, and the whole battle was pretty cool. And MJ is on it, which is sick.
Isn't he on everyone?
Most of them, yeah. But it's pretty funny when he FaceTimes in.
Mm-hmm.
GX1000 it was actually last Wednesday when they released it. Right after we did Skate Flare, I think it released while we were live. They came out with their new video, El Camino, kind of for their new Converse collaboration, which we talked about a little bit last week. So pretty much just what you would expect, gnarly hill bombs and crazy SF spots, but there's El Camino involved the whole time, which is pretty wild. I'm sure you watched this, Mike.
Oh yeah, love it.
You're hyped on it?
Oh yeah. Man. I don't know. I still feel like this Chris Cole banging is the shit.
What about it?
I don't know. It's awful. Anyway.
It's what?
It's the shit.
Oh, I thought you just said it was awful at the end.
No, it's awesome.
Oh, I was like, what?
I'm like stoked on this Chris Cole banging, dude. He's going.
Good. Cole's tight. I don't know what else to say.
I keep scrolling through and like
that backtail big flip he did was crazy. That ledge is so tall.
I keep scrolling through my
Super
timeline. There's just like a
tall.
bajillion posts of it, dude. Not letting me forget how sick it is.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, dude, whatever. We're gonna talk about Chris Cole. I think we'll be all right.
What's your favorite Chris Cole part?
Ride the Sky.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, no shit. That dude is a freak, man.
That's a good favorite part. You know, I think it's kind of cool. It's a little random, but Strange World is shared part with Tom Asta is pretty.
It's super good. Tom Asta?
Yeah, in Strange
World. I was thinking of Cold War.
Oh, yeah, no. Him and Tom share a part in Strange World. I think it's when Tom is like first introduced. Like he's pretty young in it.
That's crazy, dude. I love that guy.
He's got the long hair and the beanie.
Yeah, remember how long it was before? It's getting back there now, but it was like
he always ties it now though.
Yeah,
puts it in the,
yeah. Oh no, it's like it pops out sometimes, dude.
Okay,
a little curly out. Like your little thing going.
My little thing.
I remember that time you shaved your head, dude.
Yeah, it happens. I don't think I'm gonna do it again, but it's happened multiple times.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It's the best to skate with that.
It feels nice. But you know what's
that's
weird?
one thing I will say.
You know what, I like it, but you know what I really don't like is that since there's like no hair up there, all the sweat just comes straight into your face.
All you gotta do
is trash.
Yeah, you just gotta bring like a towel though, and then it's just like literally like a woof, and then you're good.
maybe
you know what I mean?
No, maybe I'll buzz my head and I'll get a sweatband.
That'd be sick as fuck. Dude, like Chris Cole, dude. A monster.
I know.
One.
Since we're talking about Chris Cole, maybe think of it.
Oh, I bet Spitfire made some in the '90s. We could find, man.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that, but
it'd be hilarious, dude.
Shoot, what were we even talking about?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I fucked it up.
Oh, Ride the Sky. You know what's actually random? Speaking of Tom Asta, real quick, I was watching some of what was it? I don't know. Let's move on. What did I try to start before we went back to Chris Cole?
I don't know. I fucked up.
GX1000.
Oh, so, yeah.
Let's hear your thoughts on GX1000, Mike.
It was awesome. I love it.
Okay, what is it? Why, though?
Why? I just for one, the one thing I really like about GX1000 outside of the skating, obviously, is I really like the way he films his shit or edits his shit. Like it's like exciting. Like I don't know. Yeah, like it's hard for me to explain, I guess, but like you know how like as a skateboarder, you know what it is. Like when you watch some shit and it's edited kind of like not fun or not interesting, it's like it just takes away from the skating in my opinion.
Okay.
Like when
you think the way he puts his videos together kind of
it's like gangster. Yeah, dude. It like makes it more exciting, dude. Makes it seem
I think it's cool the way it's edited. It's like it's not edited super fast paced, but it's still exciting. I mean, it's exciting because the skating is so gnarly, but it's put together and definitely in a different way because it's like
agreed.
Like there'll be attempts or there'll be just no music for a little bit or it's the music.
I like
slow.
that. I don't know why.
It's cool.
It's just like
it's cool.
It feels like real. I don't know how.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough time in like before and after the clip or the roll away, whatever, where it's almost it gives me a similar feeling to a rough cut where I can kind of understand and like look at the spot, be like, wow, this is so buck. Mm-hmm. Like when they nose grind, was it Delator? Someone nose grinded it and then someone Smith grinded the back of the car. There was like the street gap and then bomb the hill. That was so crazy. And then the
push down the hill.
Dude, the 3 pushes down. Like when he took his foot off, I was like, okay, this is just unnecessary.
Who does that shit?
Why would you do this?
Does that? When have you ever seen somebody do 3
not 3
full power pushes down a hill?
Dude, the last push, you could tell. I mean, he wanted it to be full power, but it was like he was going so fast. I feel like he took his foot off. It looked so scary.
Like he could have easily not pushed, and the clip would have been fine.
Oh, of course, yeah. The pushes were not necessary,
dude. That is like real shit right there, man. Like I feel like every like downhill skater or like Hesh dude, you know, like that didn't know who he was. Well, you know, like people that skate hills, dude. People that bomb hills.
Like some longboarders with gloves on or something.
Oh man, dude, that's definitely not what I meant. When I picture like Frank and Nuge,
dude, yeah, Frank is one of the kings of the hill bomb for sure.
That's who I like. I always picture that clip of him with that orange fucking jacket.
Dude, hey, keep talking. I'm gonna grab a photo of it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, the one where he like slides in, and at the bottom, he's just like, "Holy shit!" That's got to be like the most legendary hill bomb to me personally. And then I always think of like the nude shit too, where like they show like the My War for it, where there's holes actually in like the pavement, where they actually show how big the craters are, dude. That's like the craziest shit to me too.
Yeah, I agree. It's so gnarly because so many of those hill bombs, it's like. It's not some clean asphalt.
Not at all. Like, not even close to clean. Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is sketchy.
Yeah.
It's so gnarly. I don't know how those dudes skate like that.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Frank Gerwer.
Yeah, that's whenever I think of...
This is the one where he hobbled into the bar at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I actually looked at this hill one time when I was in SF. I was, like, up at the top, like, behind that bar. And I was so blown away that he bombed this hill. And this photo is so cool, just like with this dude about across the street, and he's just looking up at Frank like, what is going on here?
Mm-hmm. And Frank's like bright orange.
It looks so tight.
Yeah. Looks like your headphones.
Is so steep. Like the whole sidewalk has stairs. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's an early hill bomb right there for sure.
That's the one I always think of when I think of hill bombs.
Oh, you know what else really stood out to me? What clip was the they put the car at the top of the hill like this, and the dude, I don't remember who it was, but he ollies, was it Sean Green? He ollies over the hood of the car into hill bomb, and there was no bump. That was a huge ollie.
Yeah, fat as fuck.
And then definitely one other that I have to mention is the back 180 ollie and the back 180 off the little like street sewer bump thing. Like that bump, like his board barely even fit on that bump. I'll never understand how people skate bumps like that or that short, you know?
I don't either. They're so hard to skate.
Every time I watch LSD and Brad Cromer and Matt Gottwig skate up the 3 block at Machpa with the little baby metal bump thing, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous.
They're savages.
Their board barely even fits on it. I don't. It seriously makes no sense.
I know. I know.
I know.
I love that shit.
Let's see. Okay, let's talk about some shoe stuff going on. We already mentioned Chris Cole skating some strays. That's really all we know about that. TJ Rogers, who was getting
not like historically, but like well-known pro flow from Nike for
they're hooking him up fat, but he was never on
for like 5 years, dude.
Yeah, he seems to have moved on from that. I seen him in Diamond footwear a few weeks ago, and then at Agenda he was skating some Adidas. And then Mike sent me a screenshot of
Yenta screenshot.
What was it? Oh, it was a new Adidas City Cup shoe, and TJ commented hard eyes or something. He was psyched on him. But so he seems to have moved on from the Nike Pro Flow. We'll see if he ends up with Adidas or Diamond or really.
Adidas kind of seems like a Pro Flow situation too, man.
Yeah, I mean they have a huge program. There's a lot of dudes they hook up.
And it seems like they kind of have a direction for their program right now with like Diego and all that shit, like just getting added and everything too.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd add anyone too soon. Just from outsiders' perspective.
Him on Diamond, I think, would be a cool thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
So could I.
It doesn't seem like there's too many dudes that they.
That took it slept on.
Like they have a smaller team. And then I don't know, like who they haven't really added to it, but I know there's some dudes they're hooking up.
And I know that Boo Johnson shoe is doing well.
Yeah, it seems like it. I know Jordan Maxim was getting hooked up from them for a while. I've seen him in half cabs recently, so I don't really know what he's doing. Like he wasn't on Diamond footwear, but they're hooking him up.
Yeah, and so was
I think Daniel Vargas has been wearing their shoes, which kind of surprised me because he was getting Adidas forever. So we'll see really what happens there. But yeah, I would agree TJ could fit good on Diamond. I could see that happening. Let's see. Oh, Don Vonderlinden was wearing Nikes on Instagram. The video I actually saw last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people saw this one coming, man. I think we even mentioned it, didn't we?
Yeah, well, as random as this is, I said it when I mentioned it the first time. I'm not saying slap message boards is reliable, but there was a lot of people talking about it on there. And then Rainey is no longer on Vans either. He's been wearing Cons. So it was kind of like, I think a lot of people thought Don was going to be off as well. And yeah, now here he is in Nikes, which is pretty. I mean, did we see it coming? Yeah, like we've heard some rumors going around, whatever. But at the same time, it's still surprising because I think he fits perfect on Vans. And not that he doesn't fit on Nike or on anything else, but I don't know. I just figured he would probably stay there forever.
What does fitting on Nike even mean?
Okay, but hold on. Let me finish this. And they just did the Vans Spitfire collab, and I think the slip-on shoe for that was actually his colorway, which was just released like, I don't know, 2 months ago, like super recently. So it's pretty interesting that he's off now. I don't know what happened, but what does fitting on Nike mean? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, pretty much everyone could. I don't know. They have so many different dudes that it's like, I guess everyone could fit, but
they have no brand identity at all. They don't. Their brand identity is we're elite. We make the best stuff. We're the best.
Yeah, but they definitely have like different segments, kind of
what?
Like, well, like they have P-Rod, they have Malto, the big name dudes that are going to be in Street League, and then they have like a bunch of 917 dudes that
aren't going to get paid and aren't going to get shoes.
Kevin Bradley's not getting paid.
I'm sure he's not a 917 dude.
No, I said 917 dudes. Kevin Bradley, like
also in Street League. Let's not forget about that.
Yes, but he's not. I would say he's a very different style and not as. I don't know what I'm trying to. I don't know how to.
Yeah, I know you don't because they don't have a fucking brand identity.
No, I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is, he's different. I view him as a different type of skateboarder, and I'm not saying you have to put them into segments, whatever. Than Sean Malto. Has Kevin Bradley skated Street League? Yes, but I don't know. I don't. When I think of Kevin Bradley, I don't think of Street League. When I think of Sean Malto, I think he's got very good video parts and he skates big contests.
We're not talking about them. We're talking about Nike as a brand, though.
Okay, those are their team riders. How is that not a part of it?
Right, but you're going off talking about them. You're not talking about Nike. You're talking about the skaters.
Yeah, that's them. That's what Nike is. Nike is.
Nike is Sean Malto.
That's a big part. He's had a colorway. He's had a video parts for them.
I guess, man.
What do you mean? What's Nike then?
I don't know.
What's a brand without their team?
What is their team?
A load of dudes.
A ton of dudes, and then even more dudes on top of those dudes.
Yeah, exactly. They have a huge team.
Strange, man. It's fucking strange.
You sound frustrated.
I am kind of frustrated that there's 3 shoe companies now.
Oh, what do you mean there's 3?
Nike, Adidas, Converse. Who else even matters?
Vans.
Vans ain't going nowhere. Vans
will be like. That's what I'm saying. That's why you have to include.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, but I didn't mean it from like that. I meant it from like these brands that came in. That's what I meant it as. Like Vans have been there since the beginning.
Okay.
I guess I should have said that prior. But no, I meant like brands that like came in after the fact, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So what's the frustration?
I don't know. I guess I just liked when I came up to it at a different time, man. Came up at a different time when people like had all original pro model shoes and it was like a thing.
So that's what you're bummed on. You're bummed on that there's not that many pro shoes anymore.
That many? There's like, it can count them on one hand.
Yeah, that's what not that many means. There's not many of them.
That's trash, dude.
I mean, it's cool that I think the whole colorway thing is sick.
I don't think it's sick. I think it's cool.
It's cool, and then a shoe is sick though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think pro shoe is super tight.
Like okay, just as an example, like Zion is like my favorite skateboarder, right? If he gets a colorway for something tomorrow, I'm fucking stoked, right? Super hyped. If this dude gets a fucking pro model all original shoe, I'm losing my shit. I'd probably buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't even fucking wear Nikes. Just saying, dude.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's cool. I hear you, but
I came up like when S was like the shit, and they gave dudes pro model all original shoes, man. And I don't know. It's just like a weird frustration old guy thing, maybe. Like times are a changing, and they have already come and changed, you know.
Yeah. I mean, stuff's changing for sure, moving forward or changing, switching.
So I was at Fargo yesterday, and I saw kids, like not kids. I saw grown men practicing pressure flips.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
I was just,
they're trying to pressure flip. Let them pressure flip.
that's just booty.
Who cares what trick they
That
want
shit
to
is
do?
lame as fuck, dude.
No, what does it matter? They're trying to skate.
It's lame.
Okay, I'll back the pressure flip.
Of course you do, dude.
I don't. Okay,
Of
but
course,
have you ever done a
dude.
pressure flip?
You back everything that the industry tells you to back.
What?
Like,
Who tells
you
me
like-
to back pressure flips?
you like-
All I'm
you
saying
like
is,
jump-
if someone's practicing a pressure flip, I don't care. Well, they can do whatever they want.
No, I'm not. No, God, you make it seem like I'm like over there. Like, man, those dudes are fags, bro. Fuck you, fuck you.
I mean, what did you? You
I'm more
just
just
said,
like-
you
I'm
just
just
said
like,
you seen
what?
2 dudes practicing pressure flips and you got bummed.
Yeah, because pressure flips are lame as fuck, dude.
Yeah, but if they're over there pressure flipping, then who cares?
You're taking the negative way of this.
Okay, well,
When in reality, I'm just like, what is going on?
I mean, people have been pressure flipping forever.
In like joking ways, dude.
Most people probably jokingly pressure flip, but maybe not everyone.
I don't know, man.
I love Costin's joking pressure flips about the barracks.
Love them. Agreed. Same with Mike Mo's. Love them. Agreed.
Mike Mo won on a pressure flip against
Love
Nike.
it.
That was
I
the
think
sickest.
that's hilarious. Like this younger generation, like thinking like these tricks are like the cool shit is just different to me. It's weird. To see kids practicing flat ground body varials is fucking crazy weird.
I don't know why this is so
Fuck a nollie, dude. Fuck a nollie. Fuck ollieing over gaps. Let's just grab our board and do bonelesses over gaps now. What is going on?
Mike, you sound
It's
so
so
bummed.
weird. It's just so weird to me. It's not even that I'm bummed. I love skateboarding, dude. And I'll do everything I can to like, keep it pushing. But like that shit's just weird to me, dude. Like what happened?
I don't know.
What happened to like the little shorties jumping over shit? What happened to like I don't know, man.
Okay, but it's like
These
those
fucking bonuses and these fucking no complies are making skateboarding a little too easy, man.
Here's something you'll be hyped on. At Agenda, which, at Agenda, they
Just not very hyped this week, dude. Let's just
I
keep it
can
fucking
tell,
real.
Mike.
Let's just fucking keep it
I
real,
can
dude.
tell.
Like Atlantic Drip, sick. All right, loved it. Fucking great. Like what else? GX, cool. What else? I don't really care.
The Agenda trade show, this New Balance and Transworld did a best trick.
Oh, hyped on this. This was fucking
That's why I'm
rad.
trying to get your mood up.
All right, let's go, dude. Let's get it.
Snapped. Fakie 5-0 on the shoebox from flat. Tail side kickflip from flat. Switch front heel to bump over.
Frankie Villani went off.
Play front shove.
Cookie dough, front blunt.
Front blunt to fakes the way he
Yep.
popped out.
That's our dude, man.
Ish Cepeda front blunt to straight.
I saw. Was Ish Cepeda doing switch heel flip crooks?
On Insta, he did a
Not-
switch crook.
Switch flip, dude. I was thinking about that trick the other day. Switch heel flip crook has got to be like the hardest fucking thing to calculate in the world.
Yeah, that sounds like a crazy one.
Like, jeez, dude.
Heel flip, I don't know. Yeah,
Heel
that's
flip
wild.
crook, like
That's
if you got a blasted heel flip, that might kind of be easier than a kick flip.
It's crazy. Regardless, it's flipping
No,
away
that's
from a ledge.
I've never done one. I've never even tried that trick. I'm just gonna say, you know what I mean? Jeez. Like, don't get me fucked up. I'm not heel flipping into crooked grinds over here.
Oh, you know what was crazy in this New Balance thing was Jordan Maxim kickflipped on and kickflipped off.
Yeah, that was slept on. I thought that was really hard.
Whoa, that was sick.
Yeah, I thought that was really hard.
That stood out to me.
And what did Frankie do? Like kickflip late front shove or something?
Yeah, he did kick late front shove. He did the classic Bennett grind switch 180. That's one of his what would you call that signature?
That's wild that his signature tricks, like the tricks that he has on lock, are like really fucking hard tricks.
Yeah, insane.
Like real hard ones.
Dude, when I was able to watch Frankie Villani skate in person, I could tell you that a Bennett grind down the hubba at the skate park looked legitimately just as easy as the 50-50 did.
That's so weird.
It was so crazy. I was like, whoa. I seriously tripped out. Like, he Bennett grind to hubba at this park first go. And I was like, whoa. That,
when you warm up,
he was trying.
When you warm up, how do you warm up?
I don't know. Each day is different.
It is? Mine's always the same.
I don't have that. Well, I mean, it depends where we are. I don't have a park.
Do you go to the park first, or do you go to the streets first?
If it's a weekend, no, we'll probably just straight to the streets usually.
Yeah.
I think it's tight when you warm up at a park first, but it's like
I like that.
At least here, I guess I don't know. It's like stuff's pretty spread out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if there's a park you want to skate that's 20 minutes away, and then the spot's gonna be from there 30 minutes away. You know, in different directions. So then it's let's just go to the spot and just everyone can stretch and skate.
I like the confidence factor of the skate park first.
Yeah, I agree. I know exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, say I'm going to a spot.
When we do that, I'm hyped. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Like, say I'm going to a spot and I feel like trying a specific trick, right? Like, I show up, like we're going to a spot and I want to try a heel flip. Like, dude, I'm gonna go to the park and do 80 fucking heel flips on things I know I can make it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's like I like that.
Especially
with like scary stuff.
Yeah, build some confidence.
Yeah.
Even
if it's kickouts, if it's like kickouts at the park, it's still like, okay, like I'm this far. Like I know where I'm at with it right now. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Randomly speaking of warm-ups, the other day we're at this ledge spot. It's actually OG spot. Ronnie Mullen skated it, questionable. These ledges, you've seen them. Anyway, a lot of them are knobbed, but then there's certain parts of ledges with no knobs. And me and my friend were just like messing around doing stalls, like on the knobbed parts. And I think just alling into ledge tricks that much, like after doing that for like 20 minutes, my legs felt so good. I was like, maybe I should always do this.
Like just like into like crooked stalls and shit.
Yeah, or like.
That's weird.
Trying to get into a back tail or like just go really slow.
Do you do back tails?
No, that's why we're trying to get into them.
Dude, I was trying to do them yesterday and just like, oh my god, I forgot how hard that trick is, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did it when I was younger.
Like just doing like a nose manny. I don't know. I feel like just simple tricks that you just ollie into. Just like it felt so nice after that. It was interesting.
That's tight.
But definitely, actually, sometimes we'll meet up at a parking lot and just like skate a slappy curb and flat grounds for a little bit before.
I don't know how to slappy.
Oh well, I'm sorry, but if you do, I feel like that's a good way to get the legs going too. Because that is like, it's so fun, and that you can get out of your car and do a slappy. Like if you know how to slappy, it's you know what I mean. It's like
I usually like push tranny for a while.
That's good. That gets the legs moving for sure.
Yeah,
that makes sense. You ever have those days where you kind of you're so excited to skate, you kind of skip warming up, you start trying stuff, and then you just don't.
That happens to me all the time.
I hate that. I hate that.
Happens to me all the time.
Every time that happens to me, I'm like, this is why I stretch and warm up usually. Like, what am I doing? It's so annoying. Illegal Civilization added 2 names to their roster: Aramis Hudson and Ryder McLaughlin. They've been getting hooked up by them for a decent while now. Been backing them, but now they're officially on the team. Aramis, his name's been out there forever. I think people are familiar with Ryder as well through different IC videos, and even just their Instagram. Which honestly, kind of like Mike and I were chatting about this before the show. I didn't really realize that they weren't necessarily on or how that all was going. I knew that IC backed them and those were their dudes.
Right.
But now it's official. hopefully we see video parts or a bunch of footage in the street in their new video when that's releasing soon. Aramis is both of them. I legit really enjoy watching both. Ryder had a video at that. It's a flat bar spot that's curved. Like looks like it's at a museum or something. I don't know. Up in like SF or the Bay Area that everyone's been skating. Floozy backsmith all the way around the whole thing. Ryder had an Insta video at that spot a couple weeks ago that was super cool. And then Aramis, I love watching Aramis skate. His flip tricks are so on point.
Yeah, he's sick.
Aramis is super rad. So congrats to those dudes. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have coming.
Definitely not like the biggest news story to me though, you know?
Yeah, nothing not super crazy, but I mean I'm sure it was a cool moment for them.
You know, I did read in comments that Flip has started filming for a full length.
Oh really?
Yep.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that, dude. Actually, you know what? I'm really excited about that.
They definitely have a crazy team.
Yeah, they have arguably like the best board brand team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you wanted to make that argument, I'd probably
choosing one. Like
okay.
Go ahead.
If somebody were to make the argument with me and say like Flip has the best team, I'd be like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like be like, no, they're not. None of those dudes are good. Like, they're all good as fuck.
Oh, of course they're stacked.
Like, and Tom Penny still rides for them, so it's like, what?
There's so many board brands that are stacked. I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, if that's true, that means.
Flip is the one that commented it.
Oh, they said they're working on a video.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. We haven't. Yeah. I mean, we talked about this on here recently. We really haven't seen much of anything, like videos from actually Flip, at all. I feel like since Flip 3, with Curran.
No shit, right?
Yeah, and it's been a few years.
Who was it? Who was Flip 3?
Louis, Curran, and Matt Berger. And Berger Shurikened Hollywood 12. Back Shurikened it.
I thought it was.
Alec. One of them was Alec. It was Alec, Berger,
and Louis.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't. So Curran was the one I said wrong.
Yeah, that didn't seem right.
Yeah. I remember when they turned Curran pro because they had that pro surfer Kelly Slater like gave him his flip
That's
board.
insane. Whatever happened to that other dude on Flip? That the little model guy.
Oh, Ben Norberg?
Norberg. Why do I forget about this guy, man?
Is he still on?
He's sick.
He is one of those dudes that looks so relaxed when he skates.
Yeah, he's got a really good transition backsmith, and that's like a trick that like I really, really like.
He's really good at big flip back disasters, as random as that is. I'm gonna go on their team page right now, see if he's still on there.
I wonder, dude. I haven't heard anything from
him. Oh yeah, David.
Oh yeah, legend.
Yeah, Norberg's name is still on here.
Interesting. I'm gonna peep his Instagram.
So Flip 3, they had Alec Majerus, who just recently joined, Louis and Kern in the pro ranks. Oh wait, was Berger?
Oh, so Berger wasn't. Berger was the one that may have had his own standalone Thrasher part.
Is that okay? Yeah, yeah, it was. It was Louis, Kern, and Alec. So Berger had footage somewhere else.
Holy shit! Yeah, holy shit, dude.
What are you looking at, Norberg?
Really gnarly Norberg clip, dude. Here, I'm gonna tag you.
Sick.
Like a really gnarly one.
Yeah, if they're from the full length, that's gonna be wild. Luan. I was hyped just on the Luan street footage we got in that Nike I-58.
Oh, he went off, man.
Dude, that one line, blunt side kick flip and then front blunt backside flip at night was so crazy. He's definitely another one of those dudes. Like, when he flips his board, he's stomping that thing, and it's looking good.
And he's skating extremely fast.
Dude, he goes so fast. I don't know how he does that. I don't know how he does that. No hotels. About a 20-minute trip video. Sadly, Mike wasn't aware that this is out or where it was out, so he hasn't seen it yet. But I'm bummed on that. We'll chat about it again next week. I'm just bummed because your boy Rob Wooten is in there. Mike loves Rob Wooten. So do I, for that matter. But
man, he's the best.
Oh, my face is dude. Yeah, the lineup's sick. Rob Wooten, Niels Bennett, Evan Smith, T Funk. I think there's like a couple other homies on the trip. And those dudes do their thing. Stand out to me, it was on Instagram when the video dropped, and that might be why it stuck in my head. But T-Funk does a frontside wall ride. It's like this little bank to wall thing, frontside wall ride, and then the late front shows off the drop. Look crazy. But we'll try to chat about that a little more next week because I know Medina's going to be psyched on Rob Wooten footage. Yeah. It's not set up in video parts. It's more split into like how they filmed. It's like each state they were in during the trip. So like they started in Florida and then wherever they went, and then there was California, I think, towards the end. Which is a cool way to do it, I think.
That's
kind of like you get to see a lot of, you get to see like how everyone sessioned a spot, kind of, you know, which was cool. I always think that's a cool way to do it. And there's this one spot that Wooten just kills. Let's see. Insert disc. This video is also released on Thrasher. Dude, Brazilian homies or dudes out in Brazil. About 30 minutes. I didn't finish it up this morning and wanted us to at least mention it, which is cool. Thank you for reaching out. Mike, did you watch it at all?
No.
Okay. So pretty much the dude that starts this out is doing some crazy stuff. His name is Sergio Santoro, and I've seen him multiple times on Instagram. Actually, Mike, you might have seen this clip on Instagram. He does a blunt slide to dark slide on a ledge.
Oh, I definitely saw that. That was insane.
Yeah, how crazy was that?
And he did it like not shitty at all. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, the thing that I was psyched on. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is the thing that I get kind of not bummed on, but like turned off the dark slides a lot of time is I feel like a lot of the time, not always, decently often, the person that does it doesn't really roll away with speed.
Never. They always come to a complete stop.
I understand. Like I'm sure it's so hard to do it well.
Yeah.
I've never tried a dark side, and I'll
never
try one.
Probably not.
But dude, he rolled away pretty legit, and I was like, that was crazy. And I saw Chris Cole commented on it on Instagram, all psyched on it. I thought that was cool. And he had his other dark slide clip. There's two benches, like with the gap in between. He does dark slide and somehow gaps the other one in dark slide and then pops out. This dude has crazy trick selection, which is super cool. Definitely a lot of spots that we've never seen before. A lot of them look sick, but I'm sure they're probably harder to skate than it looks in the footage. But it's rad. And Yuri Ficini has a bunch of footage in there as well.
This dude's a G.
He hard flip back lips a rail that I swear when he bends down is up to like his waist, a handrail. And fakie big flips. Yeah, it wasn't all in Brazil, but something in the description said Brazil, and I know a lot of it was. But he skates that spot in LA. It's like that long bank at a schoolyard where they put the table down it. He fakie big flips over the table. So perfect. That was crazy. I really like that. I just think fakie big flips look great. Yeah, so that video was sick. I haven't finished it. I'm planning on it though, because what I've seen was very enjoyable. And as far as the topic list, Populist. So the polls open today on the barracks to vote for Populist. I'm not sure how long they're open for.
Who are you gonna vote for, dude?
I voted for Louis Lopez.
Oh, cool.
I already went on the website and actually did it. I don't know if you get I don't know. Can you vote once a day or is it just one vote? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who are you gonna vote for, Mike?
Tom Knox.
I'm sorry to tell you, his name is not on my list. I'll read the list real quick. I'll read the list. We got Louis Lopez, Thiago Lemos, Miles Silvis, Clive Dixon, Shane O'Neill, Jamie Foy, Chris Jocelyn, Lacey Baker, Riley Hawk, Tommy Finn, and Zion Wright.
Zion, come on,
I was gonna say I have a wild feeling.
Fuck out of here, dude. Flying Zion, dude. Come on, man.
One cool thing is on the barracks, you get to see the top three, the percentages of votes they've got. And I will tell you right now, Lacey Baker is by a stampede in first place.
Are you serious?
She has 37.5%. Louis Lopez is in second, and he only has 15.
Amazing. Love it. Dude, women don't fuck around, dude. They'll come out in huge numbers, bro.
Lacey killed it this year.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That Thrasher part was so tight.
Dog, I love Lacey Baker. Don't get me fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope to ride her Pro Model Spitfires, too, because those
I was just going to say, Andy Pitts posted the
Those things look so
The
sick.
graphic for her wheel looks super rad. Congrats to her. That's so cool.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to ride those, dude.
Yeah, that's tight. So you're gonna vote for Zion though?
Yeah, but now I'm gonna go back and change my vote, and I'm gonna vote for Lacey.
Yeah, that's why I asked you again. I had a feeling. I had a feeling you would switch it up. That's funny.
Yeah, no, Zion is my populist winner, personally.
Populist. A direct democracy. Yeah, I do think it's tight. You get to see the top three, what percentage they're at. That is cool. Yeah. So that's really all that went down this week. Ever since Thrasher's Skater of the Year announcement, the footage has been a little slow.
I think everyone's just kind of, waiting to figure out what they're going to do with whatever they have. Or
yeah, and they're all stacking. They're
Right.
at Agenda. They're at Zumi's 100K, or as Mike likes to call it, Zumi's 500.
Like it's a race.
Like a race. Isn't
It
that
sounds like a race.
like what is it, like the Daytona 500 or something?
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, dude. I feel like, okay, so Zion is essentially, well, he is pro as fuck at skating, but he's
Easy.
essentially like a pro surfer, right? Like he's a great surfer. Like we've heard stories about how good he is at surfing, right? Like, dog, what if he's super good at snowboarding too? I bet he is, dude.
You know, it's actually really. I mean, I'm not saying Zion isn't, but I know also for sure super good at surfing is Current Cables.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. I've seen some.
I remember, yeah, I've seen like photos and footage of him surfing, and then in one of his interviews, was it the nightclub? Wait, no, he wasn't on the nightclub. Something they were talking. He was saying, like, basically, if he didn't go pro in skating, like if he pursued surfing just a little more, like he would have been a pro surfer.
Yeah.
Like I think pretty much he's good enough to be a pro surfer.
Dude, tell me that I really liked Frankie Villani's footage of him surfing or of him snowboarding, and his caption was like, I thought I was ripping, but I wasn't. I love that, dude.
I've never been snowboarding, but it looks
I don't like it, dude. I've been and like
really?
I don't like it, dude. I don't like my feet.
Like it would be fun.
It is kind of like fun. I don't know, man. I hate the cold. I fucking hate my feet, and I don't like my feet being bound.
Really? Yeah.
It's like
what's
a
funny
huge,
to me
scary
is
thing, dude. I don't know
why.
why.
What his caption said of like, I thought I was ripping, but I wasn't. He's just going down the hill. Like, I bet that feels so tight. But then you watch the footage, and you're like, I just like.
Oh, it does. It does. It seriously does.
Sick, though.
It seriously does feel like you're shredding when you're just doing like little tiny carves, dude. Like no.
It looks fun.
It's kind of fun. I don't know. I bet you'd like it, dude. So, I mean, a lot of fucking skateboarders like snowboarding.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It's just not for me, man. The feet being bound is the thing that scares me.
No kicking out.
It makes me like really uncomfortable.
You're gonna land uncomfortably for sure. Yeah. Well,
and, like if you get injured, dude, you gotta like chill in the snow while you're broke off. Like, fuck.
Yeah, you know what I'd be bummed on of like trying snowboarding or any of that is like if I get hurt doing that, I'm just gonna be really bummed that I can't skate.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I get turned off to like trying to do any of that. Like I don't want to get hurt snowboarding and then I can't skate for 2 months. Oh, it's
or like longer, dude. For all you know.
Yeah. I mean,
get like a Mike Moe injury and be fucked.
Yeah, that would be.
I miss Mike Moe, dude. He's over there building that glassy empire, though. So that's good.
Yeah, good for him. But yeah, I would love to see. I'm excited to see when he's back healthy skating.
I don't think he ever will be, man.
Well, I hope he is.
Yeah, I know.
So I hope he is.
Yeah. I just don't think he'll ever be back to where he was, man. It's been quite a while.
It's been a long time. But we have seen when he steps on his board, switch tray first go.
Yeah, but switch tray isn't Mike Moe quality video parts, you know.
Well, of course not. It's a flat ground trick. I'm just saying that's tight. That he can not skate for 3 years and then do that. Mike, did you happen to see Ashad's live last night?
No.
Dude, I was asleep when he did it, but he was at Beebles Park, but he posted it, so I watched some of it this morning. And he's got the best switch of lasers on background. It's just a fact.
Yeah, we already know that.
Dude, he just steps on a board and switches.
It's like flings it.
Like it
just goes. Yeah.
It literally looks like how other people tray flip and they look so relaxed. And it's like they're so comfortable tray flipping, they just like jump, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his switch lasers look like. It's crazy.
Totally.
Yeah, well, that's really it for episode 136. We'll be back next week,
With
hopefully with
137.
what was that?
137.
Yeah, we'll be back with 137. Hopefully some stuff to chat about. All right, thank you guys for listening. Peace.